Hello, hello.
Good morning, Diane.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, everyone.
Hi, Timmy. How are you?
Good, good. Happy fall.
It's fall and pulpus, I'll tell you. Brr.
I slept last night with the window wide open and no puff. It was a little chilly.
Yep. Yesterday morning, I was quite chilly, actually. Now it's better.
But I put on a sweatshirt. Now I don't know whether I'm too hot or not. When the wind blows, I'm fine. When it doesn't, I'm hot. But it's a lovely day and my flowers seem to be blooming.
Perfect.
And my tomatoes are still growing.
Very nice.
Uh, If anybody's interested, the review of the
See,
Okay, if they do, then it's clearly okay. Right? Bye. I apologize. Phone rang just as I tuned in.
That's very professional looking, Ken.
Trying to be better.
Control tower to Ken, you clear for takeoff.
Love your sense of humor, Tim.
We got to get you some pictures for the wall, man. You look like you're in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah, no, I've got pictures. I don't have enough time to put them up, Tim.
I understand.
I have them here on my desk. I got 4 different paintings in it.
May I answer? Yeah. Good morning, CPC.
put your phone on.
Now they hear you.
Morning, Jack.
Good morning, how are you?
Good.
No, he's good.
Where's the budget? The budget. I couldn't find the budget. So.
Yeah, it's gonna. We didn't circulate a. Glenn is going to talk to the one item in the budget that we're talking about.
Oh,
I was the same way, Jack. I couldn't. I'm like, where is it?
Right.
Not bad.
hmm.
Oh. So this is the proposed dates.
I'm
This
good,
is
right?
To approve the minutes. Okay.
How many people, Glenna? How many people do we have on?
I'm just letting Linda in and we will have 8.
So everybody except Dawn.
That's correct.
Okay. Then I will start it's 10:03. I will start the meeting. As a preliminary matter, this is Ken Bogren, Chair of the Community Preservation Committee. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Neville Richard,
He's here, Ken. He's
Okay.
having trouble.
Jack Gardner,
Yeah,
Mark Beal,
Here,
Linda Williams,
Here.
Tim Savarino,
Here,
Diane Coombs,
Here.
John Trudell.
Here.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Glennis Stokes Scarlett,
Here,
Kathy Richard.
Here,
I am not aware of any anticipated speakers on the agenda. Good morning. This open meeting of the Community Preservation Committee is being conducted remotely pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. For this meeting, the Community Preservation Committee is convening by video conference via Zoom app as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and that all attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you and to take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials that have been provided members of this body are available on the town's website unless otherwise noted. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless I note otherwise. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda, but before we do, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to assure accurate meeting minutes. I, the chair, will introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment, questions, or motions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking, and please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate separate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and state your name before speaking. If members wish to engage in conversation with other members, please do so through the chair, taking care to identify yourselves. For items with public comment, as there is none, I will not cover that. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. I will now call the meeting to order. And as there isn't a quorum, I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda as circulated.
So move.
Moved by Diane,
Second.
seconded by John. All those in favor by roll call. Neville. Jack,
aye,
Mark,
aye,
Linda,
Aye.
Tim.
Aye.
Diane.
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. The next item on the agenda are the minutes of the meeting of August 17, which were circulated. If there are no changes or corrections to the minutes, I would entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes as circulated.
so moved.
okay.
Moved by Linda, seconded by
Second.
John. All those in favor, again, going around. Neville. Jack,
aye,
Mark,
aye,
Linda,
Aye,
Tim,
abstain.
Diane, John.
Aye. Aye.
I heard Linda, Diane, aye, and the chair votes aye. There is no correspondence and there are no guests. There is only one fund requisition on the agenda for Envision Nantucket Phase 2 in the amount of $4,207.50 from fiscal year 16's allocation. Is there a motion to approve the fund requisitions as submitted?
so moved.
Moved by Linda,
Second,
seconded by
Tim.
Tim. All those in favor, again by roll call. John,
Aye.
Diane, Tim,
Mute.
She's muted.
Aye. Aye. Sorry.
Tim,
Aye.
Linda,
Aye,
Mark,
aye,
Jack,
aye,
Neville, and the chair votes aye. The next item on the agenda is the administrative budget for 2021. I have met with with Glenna and with Kathy. And I would ask them to speak to the budget because we had the budget that is available is in the amount of $125,000. And the full amount has been allocated. What is being proposed is one administrative reallocation within the budget, and I would have Glenna speak to that.
So with the $125,000 that was appropriated at town meeting, it is one lump sum, which means we will have the flexibility to move the funds around as needed, but we won't go beyond that number. Well, we can't.
Right. And you want to mention the one item that you were talking about that we agreed that you would look to be doing?
So for the next fiscal year, we are going to be looking to increase the administrative budget, which will include the rents, which have gone up, and then salary increases as mandated by Ken.
He meant this year.
I spoke to him again.
All right, Kathy, you had a comment?
I was going to say, we had talked about having a flexibility of $3,000 from office supplies, remember?
Right. And that was the only change to the budget that was
Right.
previously approved.
Correct.
Are there any questions from the members relative to the discussion as to the proposed reallocation with the existing budget? And as to the comments with respect to the new budget, that will be considered when we get into the motions for fiscal 22. But I just wanted to have Glenna give you a heads up in terms of that is what we're looking at in terms of a recommendation in that category. Any questions as to the budget for this year?
Yeah, Ken, you might want to explain it to the new members that we're sort of restricted by state law as to how much we can allocate for
Administration.
administration. You might want to explain that because we got
Yeah,
some.
the fact is that the statute provides that there is a mandatory requirement of allocating 10% to each of the three categories, and then up to 5% for administration. And in the past, we have generally allocated as much as possible for administration. This past year, there could have been a slight bit of different amount, but looking forward to the next fiscal year, I've asked them to take a look at what is anticipated in the budget in terms of the rent. And so we will be recommending to the members a higher amount, as Glenna indicated, but less than the full 5%, which could theoretically be allocated to administration for the forthcoming year. With that explanation, if there are no other questions, I would ask a motion to approve the flexibility to management to reallocate the $3,000 into the payroll category.
So moved.
Moved by Linda, seconded by
Second.
John. All those in favor? John?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Tim?
on the motion,
Yes.
just a quick comment. I don't have any problem supporting the motion, but what I do think is a little peculiar is we're talking about a budget and we're looking about reallocating funds. And I don't know about the others, I can't speak, but we have nothing in front of us to so that we can track this. And I think in the future, when we're talking about our budget, we should have the supporting documentation in front of us so that we're able to see what's going on.
Yeah, my bad. The fact is that this budget was in fact approved by the board early on. And what we're
Right.
doing, and your point is well taken. Thank you.
Yep.
We'll make sure that happens again. Any further comment? Hearing none, then all those in favor, John,
Aye.
Diane,
She's muted.
Aye.
Tim,
Aye.
Linda,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Jack,
Aye.
Neville, and chair votes aye. The next item are the calendar dates for the interview sessions. And I want to turn this over to Glenna because she has spent the better part of the end of last week figuring out the dates on which we could hold the hearings and then the tentative dates in terms of which we could hold the decision-making sessions. And remember that these will all be by video conference as opposed to in person. So the fact that somebody may be out of town on that day doesn't preclude their opportunity to come join in through video conference. So
Unless you're in an area that doesn't get any reception,
that's correct.
which
Okay.
will be me.
All right. Glenna, if you can report to the committee, and I don't know whether you did a chart, and if so, could put it on the screen, but give us a report in terms of the research that you've done in terms of when we have most of the people available for the different dates.
Sure. So the first date that I have where most of the commissioners are available is the 29th. Following that, we have September 30th, and then October 5th, 12th, and 13th. So what we're proposing to do is have the full set of interviews to be completed by the 5th. So we do either 4 or 5 on the 29th, and then on the 30th and the 5th. We would split them up equally as we could, and then designate October 12th and 13th for the deliberation. On all of these dates that I've named so far, we have all the commissioners available except for maybe 1 or 2 people on each day. If we can't get it done by this time frame or within this time frame, we're going to be pushed out all the way to the end of October, beginning of November, which is not conducive to the citizens warrant schedule.
I am not, as I've told you before, I'm not here. I'm out of state on the 5th. And what time are these meetings going to be?
They're going to be from 9 to 12. And I did note that you weren't available, Linda, but everyone else is available on that day.
I'm okay every other day, but that I'll be in New Hampshire up in the middle of nowhere.
And so keep in mind that on the 29th, 30th, and the 5th, we'll be having the interview sessions with the applicants for this upcoming fiscal year 23. And then on the 12th and 13th, everyone is here with the exception of John. And John, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tune in from where you are.
I'll be in France. I'll have to check to see what kind of signal I'll have
Right.
and time.
And so it is from, again, it's going to be from the hours of 9 to 12. And we may not need the 2 days for deliberation. It could be 1 day. We just don't know until we get to that point.
That's on the 12th and 13th?
Yes.
Yeah, the 12th and 13th, I'm tied up with nobody to help me with the computer.
Well, somebody can come over there and help you. I can come over and help you.
Okay.
Anyone have any questions?
Okay.
just-
I'm sorry.
just
Go ahead, Diane.
Just for interest,
Have a lick
our
in.
last meeting of the HDC, we had Ray was in Canada, Prince Edward Island, and he came through fine.
The thing that is really also worked out well is the fact that we were able to clear these dates with Erica to make sure that we would have the good signal available for these sessions.
Yeah.
So what assuming that everybody's okay with this, then what I will do is ask Glenna to in fact set up the hearings for as we have 12 applications, try to have 4 a day on the 3 days. And we will get these dates out to you as soon as possible, because part for you, the new members, basically the way that I've done it in the past is I scan the stuff just over generally, but then the day before each of the meetings, I go in detail over each of the applications that will be heard that day, so that they're fresh in your mind. And basically, what we have been doing is, again, remind me, Glenna, how much time we have allocated for each of the hearings with respect to repeat members and new members.
Sure. So it's 30 minutes for anyone who has been before the board before, and then an hour for the new applicants. And my schedule shows that we only have one new applicant. So that person would, or that organization would get 1 hour.
Actually, there are two new applicants, the housing, the Historic Commission and the man, what's his name?
Clifford.
Well,
Clifford.
when I looked it up, I found there's a long chart behind me. And when I looked it up, I saw that they had been before the commission before years ago, but
Historic Commission?
I'm pretty sure, but I'll double check. If they haven't, I'll be sure to schedule them for an hour.
Okay. All right. Any questions from the members relative to the process? One of the things I've spoken to Brian Turbot to get hard numbers relative to the dollars that we're going to have available for us. And based on where we're at, we probably will have similar to money coming from the surcharge as to last year, but we'll get the definitive number from Bob Dickinson. Secondly, with respect to the monies from the state, last year we allocated $300,000 on an assumption that that was what the match we would get from the state. We in fact received almost double that from the state. And so it will be, again, subject to a review with Brian, it will be my recommendation that we allocate $600,000 as a number to use in terms of our calculation as to the funds that we would get reimbursed from the state as part of the state match. I will then take a look again at sort of what money is there that has been generated through interest income. That's generally around $10,000. It's not varied much over the years. And then the other thing that we need to remember is that we will also have available the number in designated reserves for each of the categories. There's very little in either historic preservation or housing, but there is a significant amount in open space reserves that would be available to utilize in addition to the monies that we have, should that be the desire of the committee. So those numbers are going to be available as soon as we can have them, and they'll be available obviously before we make our determinations on the 12th and the 13th, because we need to have that information as to what we will be allocating. Are there any other questions with respect to either existing members or new members as to the procedure and the process that we go through? With respect to the new members, in the situation where there is, for instance, a half an hour, we generally allocate 10 to 15 minutes for them to be able to make their presentation to us. And then we reserve the other 15 minutes for questions from us. That has worked very well in the past. There's always enough time in the 3-hour time frame if it runs over a bit, because some of them are really very short and others tend to be more complicated. And so no one will ever be denied the opportunity to ask a question, and we will continue in that interview until all of the questions or issues that have been raised can be addressed. The other thing is that we very often do is that there are times when we ask for additional information and we then give them a time frame so that we have all of that before we start our deliberations in terms of getting that additional information back to us so that that can be considered by the commissioners as we go into the determination stage with respect to the approvals of whether they fit within the category of anything we're allowed to do. And secondly, how much we then want to be able to allocate to them. Are there any other comments from the existing commissioners on procedure and process that I may have missed, or any questions from the new members as to these issues?
No, just a word of caution. If any entity in the town makes an application to the CPC, they have to have the administration's approval to even submit it.
Okay.
Okay, are there any other questions or points of view?
Neville's trying to talk about the dates through my phone.
What are his questions?
Can you hear him?
I cannot hear him.
You'll have to check back in.
Can you put it on speaker? Kathy,
Put them
it
on speaker.
Okay,
Just on
okay.
speaker.
All right, try it now, Neville.
I just want to confirm the dates. The dates are the 29th and the 30th of September and the 5th, 12th, and 13th of October. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
At
That's
9
what I-
o'clock.
Yeah,
That's great.
okay. Anything else for anyone else? It's nice to have the big heavy bags with all of the applications this year as opposed to last year. It'll be interesting to see what we end up deciding. So thank you very much for Glenna.
If you haven't picked up your applications yet, please plan to do so. Just let me know when you like to come in and bring a bag with you. I do have a couple of boxes.
Okay, there's heavy reading to be done, and as those of you who have picked up your bags, you know that as in years past, you need to have a Sherpa to help you take it home.
I can pick up anybody's who, like I did last year and the year before that, I can pick up Tim's, Diane's, anybody, and Jack's. I'll pick those three up and deliver those.
Okay.
I've got,
Okay, Linda, just be sure to bring bags to carry them in.
Yep.
Jack says he's got his.
Okay, so it's just Tim and Diane.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
I got plenty
Okay.
of previous bags from the years in the past that I've never used.
Okay, if there are no other items, then in addition to the dates that we just talked, our next regular meeting is on October 19th.
That's correct.
I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Is
Second,
there a second? All those in favor? John,
Aye.
Diane,
Aye.
Tim,
Aye.
Linda,
aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Jack,
aye.
Neville,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. Thank you all for your participation this morning. And we look forward to seeing you very shortly by video conference on the 29th. And Glenna will be circulating which entities will be making presentations on those 3 different days. All right.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Have a good
Bye.
day.
Aye.
Aye.